Welcome everybody inside the Mingus Gymnasium on the campus of Mingus Union High School for tonight's Friday night basketball matchup as the Mingus Marauders take on the Mohave Thunderbirds. It is the home opener for the Mingus Marauders, and I am joined almost immediately in the pregame show here by the JV coach for the Mingus Marauders, Coach Troy Hoke. Coach Hoke, welcome onto the show.
Thank you for having me.
Well, we're happy to have you. Solid win tonight. The JV team able to beat Mohave 44-22. A solid performance from your team. What did you like from them tonight?
I've been stressing a lot to go ahead and try to slow the game down, run set offense. We do pretty good of trying to steal the ball and get fast breaks. So playing against a team that's better defensively than us, we need to work on our offense. So that was our emphasis tonight. I think the girls did a good job of running a set offense tonight. Scored. We've been probably lacking in the three-point arena, and as you watched tonight and witnessed, we had several girls that were able to go ahead and drain the three tonight for us, so opened up a lot of things down low.
The offense was definitely out in full force tonight. As I mentioned, 44 points on the docket tonight. You're going to have to help me out with the name. I don't have the JV roster in front of me. Number 23 for you guys. She is a sophomore this year, and she's been an absolute facilitator for you guys so far this season.
As I'm not even sure I know who number 23 is.
Well, nonetheless, she's playing some great basketball right now for you, Coach Hoke, as he just takes a brief look at the roster. A very exciting game earlier this evening as the Mingus Marauders were able to beat the Mohave Thunderbirds. And
yeah, Kiara's been a phenomenal point guard for us. Sorry about that.
No, it's all good. It's partly on me as well for not knowing names too.
But she's one I've been pushing very hard in practice. I think she's got a lot of potential. She's one that you can see making it to the next level for sure. Yeah. But she's having to adjust from being on team like in middle school and stuff, I think, where she did it all, to saying, hey, I run the offense now. Yep. Sometimes I get to shoot it. Sometimes I got to go and make sure other people get the shot they need to take. So she's starting to be a real good facilitator out there and running the offense. So
what does she add to this offense as more of a facilitator as opposed to a scorer?
I think that for her right now is that she has the ability to lead girls. Like, she knows how to pass the ball. She sees it before it happens. Some of these girls are having to adjust to her, playing up to her game speed. But she's starting to have more trust in her teammates. She's starting to throw it out there, and she understands, hey, I still got to work on me and be the best me I can be, and that's going to make them the best you. So one of our mottos is raise each other up. So, you know, it's so easy to pull each other down. It's harder to raise somebody up. So that's kind of been our philosophy, is that we're going to go ahead and lift each other up and play from there.
Now, Coach, just before we let you go, you guys have a matchup against Prescott next week. How are you feeling against the Badgers?
I'm feeling pretty good. I think Prescott has several things that Mohave has as far as size. They like to go ahead and try to bang it down low. I wanted to work on that tonight, knowing that Mohave had a couple of girls that a couple of games I saw that they had some pretty good size and played. As you can see, we didn't do too well on the boards. We're a little bit smaller. And some of our younger girls that are the tallest girls are freshmen, and they're still getting used to some of this contact as well. So
it is definitely a learning curve here in Mingus, but a strong one. A strong performance again by the Mingus Marauder junior varsity team. A 44-22 victory against these Mohave Thunderbirds. Hopefully the varsity team will be able to do so, do a very similar thing tonight as the varsity team looks for their first win on the season. Coach Hoke, thank you for coming on the show. We appreciate it, and thank you very much for your service as a Cottonwood Fire Department firefighter here.
Thank you. Thank you guys for what you do, making it possible in difficult times for people to be able to see the game. We totally appreciate it. Thank you.
Yes, sir. All right, well, let's continue this pregame show as we patiently wait for the Marauders to take on the Mohave Thunderbirds. Last season, it was all Thunderbirds, 2-0 against these Mingus Marauders on the road or away. And the Marauders are looking for a little bit of revenge, and as I mentioned, they are looking for their first win in 2021. They suffered their first loss against Saguaro High School, 61-26 last Wednesday. And the point leaders for that one, Maddie Mathis, a junior, 9 points, 5 rebounds, 3 assists, and 3 steals in that game against Saguaro last week. Yasmin Mestis, a senior, 4 points, 3 rebounds, 2 steals. Taylor Brock, the sophomore, 7 points, 9 rebounds, and 1 block. The Marauders came back against Flagstaff just about 2 days later, last week on Friday, and suffered a loss to the Flagstaff Eagles, who are projected to more than likely win the 4A Grand Canyon region. Coach Tyrone Johnson, even with the loss of Myra Verse, their star freshman shooter, the Flagstaff Eagles are doing quite well, and they handled the Marauders 66-37 the last time that those two teams matched up, which was last week on Friday. We are only a few minutes away from the opening tip here. Excuse me. We are only a few minutes away here from the opening tip. And let's get you these starting lineups on the side of Mohave. Alma Castillo, the senior, number 2, will lead things off for the Thunderbirds. Number 13, the senior, Hannah Burgess. Number 23, the junior, Alyssa Heath, is one of the 2 Heath sisters for Coach Corey Heath of the Mohave Thunderbirds. Alyssa Heath, number 23, she's a junior. She'll be in the starting lineup tonight. Number 24, senior Ari Beck, and number 30, Kylie Heath, the senior as well, and the other Heath sister of the 2. And Coach Corey Heath would love to add another victory on the schedule this season. 1-1 to start the year so far. But we might take a brief pause here for the national anthem, and when we come back, just don't go anywhere. We're not going to go anywhere. We're just going to take a quick pause for the national anthem, and we'll be getting some basketball right here on Verde Valley TV. Stay with us. Don't go anywhere.
Tonight's game of 40 grand meeting region features the Mohave Thunderbirds and your Mingus Marauders. Introducing first the Mohave Thunderbirds, number 10, Kayla Potter. Number 11, Bella Bunch. Number 32, Emily Tiffin. Number 42, Donnie Rodriguez. And your starting line for Mohave, number 2, Alma Castillo. Number 13, Hannah Burgess. Number 23, Alyssa Heath. Number 24, Ari Beck. Number 30, Kylie Heath. And your number At this time, I ask you to please stand for the singing of tonight's national anthem.
All right, here we go. We are ready to go for the home opener for the Mingus Marauders as they take on the Mohave Thunderbirds. Philip Catafamo, happy to have you along with me on a beautiful rainy night here in Cottonwood, Arizona. But thankfully, we are inside for some high school basketball as the Marauders get an opportunity to possibly put a victory on the board after suffering a loss to Saguaro High School to start the season and then losing to the 4A Grand Canyon region rival Flagstaff Eagles. But they'll look to get back into the win column, or get onto the win column, I should say, against the Mohave Thunderbirds, who are looking for their second win on the season, having beat Lee Williams last week. Marianne Lopez will be taking the jump for the Marauders. Mingus in their whites and reds, and the Mohave Thunderbirds in their usual green and gold. And here we go. Mingus will win the opening tip. They'll try to push it inside. Almost tipped and lost by Lopez, but she's able to hang on to it. They'll reset at the top of the key. Looking inside, excuse me, that was Brock who had the ball, not Martinez. Floater's up from Dirksen, and it's in. Chase Dirksen gets the first points on the board for the Marauders. They're up 2-0 with 7:40 to go. Ball is loose and stolen. Brock's got it. Mingus will look to slow things down here, set up the offense. Lopez will bring the ball past the half-point line. Guarded tightly by Castillo. Pass over to Bach. Bach looking inside. Brock looking for two. Gets the bucket. They'll call a travel. So the 2 points will go off the board for Taylor Brock, but a good look inside for the sophomore. Full court press on for Mingus as they look to add pressure almost immediately to these Mohave Thunderbirds. Heath will push it up to Castillo. Castillo met by a lot of Marauders. They'll flip it to the other side. Kaylee Heath will push it up. Heath looking for a long three. Get the Thunderbirds on the board. She will. Three-pointer is good for Kaylee Heath. 3-2 our score with 7:10 to go. Lopez will push the ball up. She's got Dirksen to her left. She'll dish it to her. Dirksen, top of the key, looking inside for Brock. Brock kicks it back out. Wide open three is no good. Rolls around the rim. Marauders looking for the rebound. They'll fight for it. It will be picked up by Burgess, and Burgess will pass it off to Heath, and Heath will push it up. Don't want to leave Heath open on the wing. She's already hit one already, and she'll get another one. Kaylee Heath's got 2 threes. It's 6-2, Mohave. Definitely going to want to close out on Kaylee Heath as she knocks down her first 2 3-pointers. There's a steal for Heath. She's on the fast break. Left-handed layup is up and will roll off the backboard, around the rim, and it'll be rebounded by Dirksen. Dirksen pressured tightly by Heath. Both teams in that going full court press almost immediately. Lopez able to get it off just in time to Bach. Bach looking inside. Bach off the glass and in. Pass inside from Bach to Brock. It is picked off by Dirksen. Dirksen will pop it up and airball it, and looking to save it will be the Marauders. They'll keep it. Lopez for 2, no good. And Mohave will pick it up. Here comes Heath again. Heath on the fast break, dishes it off to Beck. Beck off the glass, no good. Rebounded there by Brock. Brock looking for somebody. She'll find Lopez, and Lopez will look to push it up. Full court press still on. You've got Dirksen wide open. Bounce pass inside. Dirksen's got the 2. We're tied at 6. Good start for both teams. Castillo's got it around the half-point line and almost tipped and almost a backcourt violation. Heath again on the wing looking for the 3, pops it back out. Castillo for 3, no good. That'll be rebounded by Heath, and the other Heath sister will go to the line for the first 2 free throws of the night. What a fast start for both teams. First and foremost, Kylie Heath, number 30 for Mohave, 2 quick 3-pointers right out the gate. And now her sister Alyssa will look to put up a couple points herself. She'll knock down her first free throw. (7-6) our score here with 5:20 to go in the first quarter. Heath's second free throw is up and good. That'll make it an 8-6 game here. Lopez guarded tightly by Heath, trying to dribble through the defense. She'll barely get it off. It is tipped. Mingus looking to recover. They will. And Jade Bach was able to pick it up, but they'll call a push from behind, so it'll be a foul on Heath, and it'll be inbound for the Marauders. Good hustle by Jade Bach on the side of Mingus. Chase Dirksen will inbound the ball for the Marauders. Saw Chase all volleyball season long. Now taking her talents to the basketball court for Mingus for her final year here at Mingus Union High School. Dirksen at the top of the key, guarded tightly by Heath, looking inside to Brock. It is tipped out of her hand, and it will go out of bounds. So it'll be another turnover for the Marauders. And we've got a timeout on the side of the Marauders. 8-6 our score with 5 minutes and 5 seconds left here. Do want to thank the Law Office of Shiloh K. Hogard for sponsoring tonight's game and being a proud supporter of Mingus Union High School sports. The Law Office of Shiloh K. Hogard is the Verde Valley's choice for personal injury cases, represents clients who have been injured by car accidents, defective products, and dog attacks. Been around the Verde Valley for over 15 years. Again, the Law Office of Shiloh K. Hogard. I want to thank him once again for being a proud supporter of Mingus Union High School sports. We'll pick things back up here. 5 minutes and 5 seconds left here in the first quarter. 8-6 our score. One foul apiece on both teams. It'll be Mohave inbounding the ball. That'll be Alyssa Heath, number 24. Mingus trying to get that pressure in the corner. Able to dribble around it is Heath, and we will get a foul. It'll be a charge. Chase Dirksen. How about that? So Dirksen able to draw the charge, and Mingus will take over. Again, 8-6 our score here with just about 5 minutes to go in the first quarter. Dirksen will inbound it to Lopez. Lopez will take it up to the key. She's looking to drive inside. Bounce pass inside to Bach is no good and will go out of bounds off her feet. We'll see who was last touched by. Looks like it was last touched by the Thunderbirds. So Mingus will inbound near the basket. Dirksen looking for somebody. Coming around to grab it is Mestis. Mestis going to pop up for two, no good. Rebound, second chance is good. Brock in a good spot to grab the board and put it back in to tie things up here at 8. Dirksen almost gets the steal from Heath. They've got a wide open player down low. It's Burgess. Burgess is going to get the easiest layup of the night and gets it off the backboard. 10-8 now. Lopez will push the ball up. Gets it to Dirksen. Dirksen a little too far away from the three-point line unless she's feeling like Steph Curry tonight. Dirksen off the fingertips of Thunderbird, and no, it'll actually be off the fingertips of Mingus. So it'll be another turnover for the Marauders on that errant pass as it goes off the fingertips of Mingus. We'll get some subs here on the side of Mohave. Heath will get the ball. We're going to push it up now. Is Heath back to Heath? This is going to be Kylie Heath, who hit 2 3-pointers, looking inside, and no good for that layup. That was back on the attempt. And now Brock with the rebound, and here comes Lopez. She's got no numbers here. Lopez will bounce it over to Beck. Corner, Lopez thinking three. No good. Rebounded by Dirksen. Dirksen, second chance, off the glass and in. Chase Dirksen playing well for Mingus. We're tied at 10. Double team in the corner on Heath. She's able to get it away to Heath. And they'll call a reach-in foul. So Alyssa Heath is wearing number 23, and Kylie Heath is wearing number 30. To clear up some of the confusion as to why I keep saying Heath to Heath, the two Heath sisters and their dad, the head coach, Corey Heath, of the Mohave Thunderbirds on the floor tonight. 10-10 our score, 3 minutes and 40 seconds left here in the first quarter. Heath at the top of the key, swings it around to her sister. And it'll be a reach-in foul again by Mingus. It will be a foul on Yasmin Mestis, number 5 for the Marauders. And Mohave will inbound. We're, again, tied at 10, 3 minutes and 36 seconds left here in the first quarter. Heath will swing it around to her sister. It is poked out by Mestis, but oh, good hustle. Very good hustle by Mestis, just unable to keep it in bounds. But that's what you want to see. Great effort from Yasmin Mestis. Just ran out of floor. Heath will push it up. Tipton comes over to set the screen. Heath trying to get some separation away from Kobe Mador, who is checked in. Mador playing that tight defense, wearing number 24 for the Marauders. Heath will spot up for a corner jump shot and knock it down. Wow, can she score some buckets? 12-10 here with 3 minutes to go in the first quarter. Lopez is going to push it up. Looking inside to Brock. Brock trying to get two. Good defense there by Burgess down low. And Tipton will push it up to Heath. Heath double teamed by Mestis. Almost intercepted, but Heath is able to hang on to it. And it is picked off by Mador. Kobe Mador will push it up. She's got Lopez near her. And the reach-in foul will be called. No buckets. The foul is on the floor. So nice defense by Kobe Mador, representing the number and the shoes well, playing some Mamba defense right now.
Number 32, Emily Tipton, Mingus ball.
So Dirksen will inbound. 12-10 here with 2 minutes and 47 seconds left in the first quarter. Weirdly quiet in the gym now. Of course, you know, we are at a limited capacity due to COVID-19. Everybody wearing masks tonight. Dirksen's looking for somebody. She'll inbound it to Mestis. Mestis in the corner, and they'll call it travel. So good defense by Heath to draw that travel. Mingus still down 2 minutes and 46 seconds left here in the first quarter. 10-12 our score. Heath looking to get past the double team. She'll push it up. She's got a wide open Tipton. Tipton's going to look. Cross pass is intercepted by Brock. Brock will pass it up to Lopez. Lopez almost loses it. And Heath able to keep it in bounds and get the turnover, but they're going to say maybe she stepped out. Great defense by Heath. Substitution now as Dominique Rodriguez will wait to check in, and she will. Rodriguez will come in for Beck. So it'll be Burgess, Beck, Heath, and Tipton on the side of Mohave. That'll be a reach-in foul. We'll get a sub for the Marauders as well. Maddie Mathis will check in, and Heaven Claw will check in as well when the time is right. 10-12 our score here. Emily Tipton will inbound. She'll get it over to Heath. And Mohave will push it up 10-12 here. 2 minutes, 26 seconds left. Heath will dribble to the corner, hand it off to her sister, and not knock that one down. That will be Alyssa Heath on the attempted long three-pointer, unable to knock it down. So it'll be a turnover for Mohave as Mingus will take over, only down by 2. We've got 2 minutes and 15 left here in the first quarter, 10-12 our score. Lopez, or excuse me, that's Claw pushing it up. Mathis to Dirksen. Dirksen's going to spot up near the free throw line. Jordan's shot is no good. Rebounded by Mador. Mador's second chance off the glass, no good. Another one from Brock. She'll draw the foul. So Brock able to recover off that shot from Mador and draw the foul to go to the line for her first 2 free throws of the night.
Number 42, Dominique Rodriguez.
2 minutes to go here in the first quarter.
Taylor Brock to the line, shooting 2.
As Brock goes for her first free throw. She'll knock down the first one to cut this deficit to 1. So the foul will go to Dominique Rodriguez, number 42 for the Mohave Thunderbirds. Brock's second free throw is up. And no good. Nice recovery. Maddie Mathis coming in for the second chance opportunity, but she'll go to the line now for 2, but they'll call it jump ball. So possession arrow is going towards Mohave. Now it will go towards the Marauders. Ball is inbounded. Double team in the corner. Working quite well. Almost intercepted. Heath able to get that one off. Rodriguez passes it. Burgess is wide open again. Her second bucket of the night is similar to her first. 14-11. Claw will push it up. She'll get it to Mathis. Mathis, top of the key. It is picked off by Heath. Heath playing some great defense. She'll get it to her sister. Heath looking for the layup. She'll draw the foul. That was Alyssa Heath on the pass from her sister, Kylie. Some quick hands from Kylie Heath. And a nice entry pass to her sister, Alyssa, who goes to the line for her first free throws of the night. We'll get a substitution for the Marauders. It'll be Emma Hogard checking in. First free throw from Heath is good. So now we'll have our substitution is Hogard checks in. Dirksen will get a rest. It'll be rebounded by Brock, and Brock will get it to Mathis. Mathis will bounce pass it over to Claw, and the offense will reset 15-11 with 1:25. Mathis on the drive, spots up for 2, no good. Claw was fighting for it, unable to keep it in bounds, so it'll be a turnover. They'll inbound it inside to Mathis. Medor, second chance, no good. Another opportunity here for Brock. Fighting for the rebounds. Mathis is going to keep it. And she'll get stripped by Heath. Alyssa Heath on the fast break. Right next to her is Kobe Medor. Medor will foul her on the fast break. So going to the line again will be Alyssa Heath.
Alyssa Heath to the line, shooting 2.
And we'll see what she can do tonight with her second attempt at the free throw. That one is up and no good. Marauders in the bonus now, or excuse me, Mohave in the bonus now. So any foul committed by the Marauders will now result in free throws. 7 fouls on the side of Mingus so far, 4 on the side of Mohave, as that second free throw is good and extends the lead to 5, 11-16 with under a minute to go here in the first quarter. Claw will push it up. Claw bounce pass over to Mathis. Mathis looking for something inside. She'll drive. Mathis spots up, puts up the 2. They're going to call a travel. So not a bad attempt there by Maddie Mathis. Just unable to keep her feet on the floor. 16-11, 47 seconds left here in the first quarter. Heath at the top of the key. Gets it back over to her sister. Alyssa Heath now driving in. Floater is up and off the glass, no good. That'll be a rebound by Hogard, and Mingus will push it up. Claw guarded tightly by Kylie Heath. Claw able to get past it. Spots it up Brock. They're going to call a travel. She did step before she dribbled. So not a bad look from Taylor Brock. Just again, an unfortunate mistake. Heath will swing it around. Heath gets the screen. Pops up for 2, no good. Burgess on the rebound. Brock with some great defense, but they'll call a foul. Coach Paul Ventura on the side of the Marauders not happy about that call. But regardless, we'll see Hannah Burgess go to the line for her first 2 free throws. That first one is up and good. Bella Bunch will come in, and Rodriguez will check out. Rachel Odell will come in, and checking out will be Brock. So Burgess will go to the line for her second free throw, 11-17, with 12 seconds to go here in the first quarter. That one is up as no good. Hogard will hustle for it and get it. Mathis now over to Claw. Claw guarded tightly by Kylie Heath. Claw looking inside. Kobe Medor. Jump shot is up, no good, off the front of the rim. Second chance now, Kobe Medor. No good, rims around and rebounded by Burgess. That'll end the first quarter. 17-11, 8 fouls committed on the side of the Marauders, 4 on the side of Mohave. But the first quarter ends, and it is the Thunderbirds on top of these Mingus Marauders. Again, want to thank the law office of Shiloh K. Hogard for sponsoring tonight's event and being a proud supporter of these Mingus Marauders. Again, been around the Verde Valley for 15 years. Represents clients who have been injured by car accidents, defective products, and dog attacks. He is the Verde Valley's choice for personal injury cases. Again, the law office of Shiloh K. Hogard, a proud sponsor of Mingus Union Sports. Well, the Marauders got off to a pretty hot start to start the first part of this game. But as the game has progressed, it just seems like Mohave, a lot of the buckets are falling for them. They're finding a lot of open shots inside, and despite the 2 3-pointers from Kylie Heath, Mojave's doing a good job of finding buckets when they need, and of course, finding a lot of buckets at the free throw line, as the Marauders, right now, 8 fouls committed in that first quarter. And I know that's something Coach Ventura is going to emphasize in practice this week, or next week, I should say, because today is Friday. But regardless of that, talk about being a little more disciplined when playing defense. Of course, you could argue the last one on Brock was maybe a little more questionable. But regardless, 8 fouls committed for the Marauders. So we'll see what adjustments they make here in the second quarter as we get underway. Mathis kicks it back out. Trying to force it is Odell. She won't get it. Tipped around. Claus got it. Or excuse me, that's Lopez. Lopez looking inside. Odell off the backboard. No good. Burgess with the rebound for Mohave. Heath will push it up to her sister Alyssa, and it'll go out of her hands and out of bounds. Lopez will bounce pass it over to Bach. Jade Bach, that is, number 10. Maddie Mathis now got it at the top. Jordan's shot is no good and will go out of bounds. The free throw jump shot for Maddie Mathis goes airballed out of bounds. Another turnover for the Marauders, but not a bad look for Maddie Mathis. Might as well take that jump shot if they're going to give it to you. 11-17 our score as Kylie Heath will slow things down for the Thunderbirds. Came out in that full court press to start off the game. Alyssa Heath not going to take a three-pointer this time. She'll swing it around. That's to Cotter. Cotter will give it back to Heath. Alyssa Heath, dribble move, pass, left-hand layup is no good. That'll be rebounded by the Marauders, and they'll push it up. Here comes Jade Bach. Bach on the left wing. Mathis goes down, but she's okay. She's going to pull up. Jade Bach's got herself 2 free throws. We have a
foul on number 10, Kayla Cotter.
Foul committed by the Thunderbirds.
Jade Bach to the line, shooting 2.
And Jade Bach will go to the line to shoot 2. 6 minutes and 53 seconds left here in the second quarter. Bach's first free throw is up and no good. We'll see what her second one has in store for her. 6 minutes and 53 seconds left. Second free throw is up and good. Makes our score 12-17. As Heath will push it up. 6 minutes and 50 seconds left here in the second quarter. Kobe Medor looking to check in for the Marauders. Heath dribbles past her defense. Gets it over to her sister Alyssa and might call a jump ball. Yes, they will.
Jump ball.
So it'll stay here with Mohave. Medor will check in, and Maddie Mathis will check out.
Harry Beck checks in for Mohave.
Heath will look to inbound here. And she will. She'll get it up to her sister Alyssa Heath on the right wing. Heath takes a dribble. Top of the key. Long three-pointer, no good. Tipped around and rebounded by Jade Bach. They'll try to fight for the jump ball. They will call it, and it will go to the side of the Marauders this time. Got a brief pause for a shoe tie. Kayla Cotter's got her laces all tied up now. Kobe Medor will inbound it to Bach. Heath will slide over. Now she'll guard Lopez. Lopez trying to dribble past Heath. Heath playing some great defense so far. Bounce passes it over. Top of the key now. Long three-pointer from the Marauders. Off the backboard, no good. Second chance from Hogard. She'll go to the line for 2. That three-point attempt from Rachel Odell was no good. But Hogard able to get the rebound, attempt the second chance, and she'll go to the line to try to cut into this deficit. 6 minutes and 10 seconds here in the second quarter. Hogard will knock the first one down. 13-17. Second one, no good. Medor fighting for it. Burge is able to get the rebound. She'll swing it around to Heath, and here come the Thunderbirds. Heath, good dribble move behind her back, trying to dribble away from traffic. They'll call a push. Another foul on the side of the Marauders.
Number 15, Mariana Lopez.
9 fouls now for Mingus, 6 on the side of Mohave. Both teams in the bonus. 6 minutes and 1 second left here in the second quarter. Heath's first free throw is up, no good.
Lane violation, Mingus.
It'll be a lane violation for the Marauders. So Heath will redo her first free throw and still get her second. Castillo will check back in. Out goes Cotter. 13-17 our score, 6 minutes to go. Heath will knock down technically her second free throw, but due to the lane violation, it was her first, so she'll get one more as Brock checks back in for Hogard. So Heath's second free throw, I guess if you want to say her third, but second free throw on the way. That one's in. 13-19. Lopez trying to dribble away from Alyssa Heath. Kylie Heath right next to her, and they'll call travel. She had Kobe Medor, just unfortunately moved a little too much before she could get the ball out of her hands. Castillo will inbound to Heath. 13-19, 5 minutes, 53 seconds left here in the first half. Heath dribbles to the top of the key, guarded tightly by Lopez. Heath very nifty with the ball. She'll pass it off, and the foul is drawn. It'll be Ari Beck, who will go to the line to shoot 1 and 1, as I mentioned. Mohave is in the bonus. So is Mingus. So any foul committed, regardless, will be free throws. 5 minutes, 41 here in the second quarter. Philip Katafamo, happy to have you along with me here on a beautiful Friday night. Beck's free throw is up, and no good. Or Beck, yes. That's what I said. Hogard will check back in for Brock. Beck's second free throw is up and good, 13-20. Medor will get it to Hogard. Hogard over to Lopez. Lopez has got to dribble past Castillo. Good defense there by Alma Castillo. She'll get the reach-in foul. And Lopez will go to the line to shoot 1 and 1. There we go. So this is where Mingus could really cut into this deficit if they can start getting to the line. As you see right there, Lopez knocking that one down. If Mingus can start, well, as best they can, to try to draw more fouls, they can really cut into this deficit. Second free throw is up and good. Lopez 2 for 2 for the free throws, cuts the deficit to 5, 15-20. We've got 5:30 left in the second quarter. Heath looking for somebody. She'll find her sister, Alyssa Heath. She'll drive inside and get the foul. So she'll go to the line for 2. Bucket, no good.
Foul number 22, Rachel Odell. Alyssa Heath to the line, shooting 2.
Heath's first free throw is up and good. 21-15 now. 6-point lead for the Mohave Thunderbirds. Timeout on the side of Mohave, so we'll wait to see what the other free throw for Alyssa Heath has in store. Again, as I mentioned, 15-21 with 5 minutes and 21 seconds left here in the second quarter. As I was saying, with both teams being in the bonus, any foul on the floor or in the air or in the act of shooting or whatever is going to result in free throws. So if Mingus can get a little more aggressive, driving to the basket and trying to force fouls against Mohave, this could be a way they cut into the deficit. You get a couple stops, you draw a couple fouls, you cut into the deficit a little bit, and then you go into the second quarter, or excuse me, the second half, understanding that you need to close out a lot more on Kylie Heath, and you need to keep your eyes on Alyssa Heath, because those two right now are basically scoring most of the points for Mohave. That one's up and good now. So 2 for 2 from Alyssa Heath as Lopez will push it up on the inbound pass from Medor. Lopez looking for something inside. She'll pass it to the left wing. Bach swings it around and almost stolen. But Odell able to keep it. She'll shoot it. No good. Burgess on the rebound. That one's poked out. And yeah, it was Lopez who punched that one out of bounds. 22-15 our score. So Castillo will inbound. And Heath will push it up past the center line. 4 minutes and 50 seconds left here in the second quarter. 22-15 our score. Burgess has got it at the top of the key looking for somebody. She's got Castillo wide open on the left. She'll take it herself off the glass. No good. Rebounded by Bach. Here comes Lopez. Lopez gets the screen from Odell. Inside now. Kobe Medor is going to get called for the travel. Not a bad move from Kobe Medor. Just, again, unable. That foot slides. Not establishing that plant foot. So it's another turnover for Mingus. Heath's got it on the right wing. Brings it up to the center. Looking for the screen from her sister Kylie. They'll hand it off. It's tipped by Lopez. Lopez has got herself a steal. She'll look to get 2 points, and Heath with the nifty defense smacks it out of bounds. It will be Mingus ball, but great defense on the side, not only from Marianne Lopez on the Marauders to get that initial steal, but, Kylie Heath to get the poke and slow down that possible layup from Lopez. The ball be inbounded to Odell. Odell looking inside. Medor will get called for traveling again. Lopez guarding Heath tightly. Alyssa Heath now with it on the wing. Doing a good job of orchestrating the offense here is Alyssa Heath. Heath will spot up for three, and no good. Tipped and recovered by the Marauders. That is Jade Bach. She'll inbound it to Medor. Medor passes it over to Lopez, and the Marauders, with 3 minutes and 40 seconds, will try to cut into the deficit. Jump shot, Hogard, off the backboard, or I should say the top of the backboard. It will go out of bounds, 15-22. Maddie Mathis will check in for the Mingus Marauders. Kobe Medor will check out. Castillo will inbound, and Heath will take it up. 3 minutes and 30 seconds left here in the second quarter. Heath trying to get past the defense. She'll spot up for two and knock it down. 24-15 will go our score. 3 minutes and 17 left. As that was quick defense from Alyssa Heath trying to get the steal from Lopez. Bach in the corner for two, no good. Hogard off her hands. Castillo will recover it, and the Thunderbirds get the turnover. Here comes Heath pushing it up. She's got her sister. It's picked off by Bach. Great defense from Jade Bach. And now Mingus will push it up. Heath right behind Lopez. Lopez just barely able to get past Heath. Heath pokes it out. Thunderbirds will push it up now. Alyssa Heath. She's got Castillo. 2-on-2. Inbound. Beck. Floater is in and good. Ari Beck's got two. And timeout on the side of Mingus. 2 minutes, 39 left here in the second quarter. 26-15 our score. So Mingus down 11 to start off this second quarter. Just to give you an idea, it was 17-11 when we first started. So Mohave doing a good job of getting points on the board, drawing fouls, 10 fouls on the side of Mingus, 7 on the side of Mohave. Both teams in the bonus with 2 minutes and 39 left here in the second quarter as we get things going here after that timeout from Coach Paul Ventura of the Mingus Marauders. So Mingus would love to get this deficit back down to single digits before we head into halftime. As Claw will push it up. Claw swings it around. Mathis on the drive. Dribbles right into double team. She's able to get it away to Odell. Odell will swing it around. Bach on the left wing. Driving inside. Kicks it out. Mathis. She's going to look inside. Floater is up and no good. Rebounded by Burgess. Fought inside. Mathis second chance. Floater is no good. Tipped around. Odell fighting for it. She smacked it out. It'll be Thunderbird ball. Two minutes and 15 left here in the second quarter, 15-26. Heath will take it to the top of the key. Almost gets the screen from Burgess. Burgess drops down. Heath now, right wing, spot up three, off the front rim and off one of the Marauders, so it will go out of bounds. Just under 2 minutes to go here in the second quarter. It'll be Ari Beck inbounding for the Thunderbirds. They'll kick it out to Heath on the wing. Heath driving in, looking for two. Able to get it, and the foul. Alyssa Heath doing quite well tonight.
Foul number 22, Rachel Odell. Alyssa Heath to the line, shooting one. Emily Tipton checks into the Mohave lineup.
So Heath will go to the line to shoot two, 28-15 our score here. That one's in. She gets the and one, 29-15 our score. Claw will push it up. She'll get past the center line. Claw guarded tightly by Heath. Claw driving in, may get a look at the basket, and they'll call a late foul on that layup attempt by Claw. So she'll go to the line to shoot two. Like I said, just be aggressive to the basket. You could draw as many fouls as you want, get yourself in the double bonus, and try to cut into this deficit. It's not a perfect science, but possibility. Claw's shot is up and no good. But you got to hit free throws if you go with that game plan. So there's a reason why I'm not coaching. Second one off the front iron, no good, rebounded. It'll be a jump ball, and it will be Mohave ball. So not a bad thought from Rachel Odell. Unfortunately, the arrow was just pointed in the opposite direction. So Heath will push it up. 29-15, minute 30 left here in the second quarter. Beck will hand it off. Heath again in the wing. Able to dribble through the defense. Floater is up and good. 31-15. Here comes Claw. Claw able to dribble through the defense. Has a little bit of an opening. Puts the floater up. No good. Gets her own rebound. Fighting for it against with Jade Bach. And they will call a travel. So unfortunate circumstances, but good effort from Heaven Claw. So Heath will slow it down. Beck back up top key. Heath will dribble inside, looking for some sort of space. She'll pop up for the jump shot, no good. Tipped around and recovered by Odell. Odell will give it to Claw, and here comes Mingus. Bach on the left wing, and they'll call a travel. So Heath will push it up with about 30 seconds left here in the first half, 31-15. More than likely try to dribble out the clock and head into the second half with the lead. Here's Alyssa Heath now. She's got an opening, looking inside. Beck for two is up and good. 15 seconds left here. Claw looking to push it up. She'll get the bounce pass into Odell, dribbles right past her, and it goes out of bounds. Turnover. 10 seconds left here in the first half, 33-15. It was 17-11 to start. 8 seconds left here. Heath over to her sister Alyssa. Back over to Kylie. Kylie swings it around. Alyssa for long three, no good. And that is how the first half will end. 15-33 as the Mohave Thunderbirds a commanding lead against the Mingus Marauders to start their home opener. As the Marauders return from a two-game road trip. And they return home looking to bounce back and come back down 13-15. We're going to take a quick break. We'll stay right here. Don't go anywhere. When we come back, we'll be joined by Athletic Director for Mingus Union High School, Yancey DeVore, to catch us up on all the winter sports and all the happenings here at Mingus Union High School. Stay with us. We will not be going anywhere. It is halftime here at Mingus Union High School inside the Mingus Gymnasium. Philip Katafamo now joined by Athletic Director for the Mingus Union Marauders, Yancey DeVore, who has, of course, been a very familiar face here on Verde Valley TV. Yancey, welcome on.
Yeah, well, glad to be here, as usual. It's fun to have athletics going again and our kids participating, so I'm excited for our kids to be participating. So,
yeah, I mean, we're definitely excited to have gotten girls basketball kicked off tonight, the home opener after a long 2-game road trip. I keep messing that up, but so far a tough performance in the Marauders, 33-15, but regardless of that, we had boys soccer tonight. We have the men's basketball team will travel to Mohave tomorrow due to the weather, and we'll have wrestling tomorrow evening as the Marauders will take on Cortez.
Yep. 5 o'clock start time for them tomorrow, weigh-ins at 4. So, yeah, it's just really good to have our kids playing again and active again, and we got soccer going, like you said, and basketball and wrestling, and we're just really thrilled to have our programs up and running, and we're able to do it safely. We can actually have parents in the stands, which is nice as well.
Yeah, at a limited capacity, of course, only going off of that rule. As Yancey joined us on Off the Bench last week to discuss the fact that the Marauders will be having fans in the stands, but it will be off of the 2 parents per kid rule,
right?
Which, you know, obviously we're seeing a few fans making it out tonight. Of course, some of you watching the broadcast at home. It is 33-15 with just a few minutes to go here in the halftime show. But Yancey, campus-wise, I mean, you guys are back on campus. You still doing remote learning? Where are we at right now?
Yeah, it's remote learning for now. We do have some students on campus, but very few. I know Doug's got a few of his weights classes going in the afternoon, and then practices kick in at 3 o'clock in the afternoon. So that's about the extent of it right now. So
yeah, I would assume
hopefully that changes.
I would assume a weight class is a little tough to do over Zoom.
Yeah, a little tough. So, and there's some teachers that are offering in-person classes that are too logistically hard to do with online. So yeah.
Yeah, you got such a gorgeous weight room just above us, right over there, and it's almost unfortunate that we don't have more in class right now due to COVID-19, unfortunately. But I'll tell you what, that workout room is gorgeous.
It's gorgeous, and we're looking at actually enhancing some of our other facilities, some scoreboard stuff going on, some wall matting here in the gymnasium, and getting some of that branding going. So
very nice.
Yeah.
So we'll see some upgrades around Mingus Union High School very soon.
We're working really hard on that. So,
I did get a chance to check out the Hall of Fame that is getting put together right now. It was during football season, so I'm sure there's more progress made on it. But can you give us an update on the Hall of Fame right now?
Yeah, and it's again work in progress a little bit, but it's coming along. It's really nice down there. They got some flags in there. They got the recognition up there. But we're also going to take this east hallway here over the summer and create a better entryway into our gymnasium that's going to include some of our trophy cases and some of the highlights from our past athletics at Mingus. So
fantastic.
Excited about that.
Yeah, we're definitely excited to see what the gymnasium will look like just a year from now in 2021/2022. But here in 2020/2021, things are a little tough right now, 33-15. Yancey, just kind of what have you seen so far that you like from these Mingus Marauders?
You know what? They're out here. They're practicing. I walk through practices almost every day here, and these kids are showing up. They're working hard, and I can guarantee you they're all in there right now trying to figure out how to turn this score around. Yeah. And Coach Ventura is going to get them motivated to go in the second half, and hopefully we see some better results.
Well, Yancey, it's always great speaking with you. We appreciate what you do for us, allowing us to come here for the games, and it's always nice talking to you, man.
Yeah, you too, and I got to give a shout out because my kids are watching tonight. My son in Wrangell, Alaska, Keenan, and my daughter at U of A, Hannah. So I just told them I'd mention their names if I was on TV. So.
A shout out to the entire DeVore club as dad/grandpa is doing a great job handling things here. Well, that's soon, maybe soon. But thank you, Yancey, again for coming on the show. We'll just keep going with the halftime show here. As I mentioned, Marauders currently down 33-15. Mingus looking to bounce back here with 3 minutes and 50 seconds left to go here in the halftime show. Yancey, again, thank you very much for coming on. Yes, I appreciate you, man. Thank you very much. So I guess we'll stay right here as, like I mentioned, the Marauders looking to basically shut down the Heath sisters, Alyssa Heath and Kylie Heath right now, the two problem childs for the Mingus Marauders, as both players have been able to find buckets almost everywhere. We saw 2 straight-up three-pointers from Kylie Heath to start off the game, and from there it's basically just been the Heath sisters all night so far. Marauders really need to limit their turnovers. Mistakes are killing them right now. If we're looking at turnovers, the Marauders are definitely leading in that category, as well as fouls. 10 fouls, or I believe maybe even 11 fouls to start off the first half for the Marauders. So slow things down a little bit for Mingus and try to shut down the Heath sisters. That has to be priority numero uno for Coach Paul Ventura, as the clock goes now to 3 minutes as we wait for both teams to come out for their warm-up. So I'm going to tell John Staber, our cameraman, to step away for just a second as we get reset here and get you ready for the second half. Don't go anywhere. We're going to stick right here. Well, we've got just a minute left here in our halftime show as the Marauders will look to cut into this deficit down 33-15 as we begin the third quarter. And you can see those Marauders there huddled up and ready to shut down these Mohave Thunderbirds, and more specifically, shut down the Heath sisters, Alyssa Heath and Kylie Heath, right now dominating offensively for the Mohave Thunderbirds, and these Mingus Marauders need to slow them down and try to get some points on the board if they want to walk away with their first victory of 2021. On the other side of Mohave, keep the game plan going. You've got two phenomenal scorers on the floor in Kylie Heath and Alyssa Heath. You've got some great production from Hannah Burgess, from Ari Beck. Your bench, consisting of Kayla Cotter and Alma Castillo, who is starting, is also doing quite well. It's kind of culminating quite well for Mohave. As you can see it, they're leading 33-15. So Chase Dirksen will inbound. We'll have Dirksen, we'll have Lopez, we'll have Mestis, who we did not see a whole lot after the first quarter, Jade Beck, and we will have Taylor Brock for the Mingus Marauders. It'll be Castillo, Heath, Beck, and Burgess on the side of Mohave. Turnaround jumper for Dirksen, no good. Chase Dirksen, another one we didn't see too much in the second half of the first quarter. Heath will spot up first three like she did in the first quarter. It is good. You have to close out on Kylie Heath because she can shoot. Just like she did to start off the game, she starts off the second half with a three-pointer. 36-15, 7 minutes, 30 to go. It is picked and almost intercepted by Kylie Heath defensively. Marauders almost dodging a bullet there as Dirksen will inbound to Lopez. Lopez top of the key looking around. Beck's going to spot up for two, no good. Off the backboard, second chance. Brock, good. Rebound and good, 2 points. 17-36. Heath swings it around to her sister. That's Alyssa Heath now with it on the wing. Spots up, jumper two is no good. Rebounded by Beck. Or Bach, excuse me, Jade Bach. Bach had Lopez. She's going to take it herself, and she will draw the foul. And if I was Coach Ventura, that is all I would do all night, is take it to the Mohave Thunderbirds and try to get the Heath sisters in foul trouble. Mestis will get it on the wing. She's going to spot up for three, and no good. Rebounded by Brock. Brox puts it on the floor, and it is almost lost by the Thunderbirds, but they will recover on the jump shot missed by Taylor Brock. Heath will get called for the carry. Good defense by Lopez and Dirksen. So Chase Dirksen will inbound. 36-17, 6 minutes, 46 left here in the third quarter. Mestis will fake the three, drive in, floater is up, and they'll call traveling. Mestis not too happy about that call. So the Marauders will go back to their full court press. Brock watching Burgess. Castillo looking for somebody. She'll find Alyssa Heath. Heath swings it around. It is intercepted. Dirksen looking for two. Good defense from Alyssa Heath, but does draw the foul is Chase Dirksen. She'll go to the line for two. So it'll be a foul on Alyssa Heath. And Dirksen will go to the line to shoot two. Dirksen's free throw is no good. 17-36. Dirksen's second free throw is no good, and Brock fighting for it down low, puts it up off the glass and in. Taylor Brock with the second chance bucket. Marauders will double team in the corner again. Heath barely able to get it off to her sister, and they will call a foul on the Marauders. Or no, they will call it was a timeout, excuse me. Timeout on the floor, no foul. Mohave calls the timeout.
Timeout, green coach, hold, go. Okay, we're going to have green ball. Thank you.
So the Marauders, outside of the three-pointer given up by Heath, which was a nice shot. Doing a good job right now of trying to shut down Mojave's transition offense. As you can see, Mohave loves that run and gun. They've got the scorers to do so, where you've got Alyssa and Kylie Heath kind of score anywhere. So you're seeing Coach Ventura trying to shut them down immediately here with the full court press. Try to draw turnovers just like this. Try to make Mohave sweat. He saw Heath dribble into the corner. Two Marauders met her almost immediately, and she had to call a timeout. That's all she had. Where you saw Coach Heath calling the timeout. So Castillo will inbound. But a good start from Coach Ventura here to start the second half. They just need to keep it going and get some stops and get some more buckets. Alyssa Heath will take it up past the Marauder logo. She's guarded tightly by Mestis. Dribbles past Mestis. Heath driving in, loses it, they'll call a foul. 36-19, 6 minutes and 17 seconds left here in the third quarter. It'll be inbounded. Beck will get it to Heath. Heath, floater, right hand off the backboard, and rebounded by Brock. Brock looking for somebody. She had Bach right next to her. She'll get it to her though. Jade Bach will bring it up. Lopez, bounce pass over to Mestis. Mestis fakes the three, drives in. Floater, forced shot, no good. Bach will get it. Jade Bach driving in. Off the glass, gets the foul. No bucket as it does not go in. So it'll be a foul on the floor, but good job by Jade Bach to draw the foul. So Dirksen will inbound. 5 minutes, 55 seconds left here in the third quarter. Mestis is open in the corner. They'll give it to her. She fakes the three, looking back inside to Dirksen. Dirksen off Burgess. Good defense by Hannah Burgess. Unfortunately, a little bit too much hand action on that shot, so Dirksen will go in to shoot two. 19-36.
Foul number 13, Hannah Burgess. Chase Dirksen to the line, shooting two.
Is that what your question was?
Previous foul, yeah.
That was on white 10. That was on white 10. White 10. Right there. White 10.
White got the ball. White down on the baseline.
Okay, hold on. All right, hold on.
So a little confusion right now, just to see whose ball it is. I thought it was a shooting foul, so I thought Dirksen would go to the line to shoot 2. But there's just a little confusion as to somebody calling it on the floor, or somebody calling it in the act of shooting. It just depends on who called it first. Five minutes and 52 seconds left here in the third quarter. 36-19 our score. Marauders currently losing to those Mohave Thunderbirds. So there was an initial foul. I'm trying to hear it a little bit. So there was a foul previously on Jade Bach that wasn't called or was called, and then there was obviously this shooting foul that just happened, so Dirksen will go to the line. She'll put the first one up and knock it down, make it 20-36, and then there was, well, like I mentioned, the shooting foul. So regardless, Dirksen's at the line here. We're just going to move on from it. 20-36. Dirksen's second free throw is up and good. 2 for 2 from Chase Dirksen. Marauders going back to that full court press. Heath to Burgess. Burgess guarded tightly by Brock. Burgess tipped, intercepted by Brock. And here comes Mestis. Mestis swings to the top of the key. Lopez, long 3, no good. Dirksen's got it, second chance. Good defense by the Thunderbirds. Marauders, good defense inside. And it will be Thunderbird ball. You can see Coach Heath yelling at Burgess to stay strong. That one is tipped, almost intercepted by the Marauders. As here comes Heath, guarded tightly by Mestis. Mestis giving Heath a little bit of space. Heath's going to spot up for 3, draw the foul, but not get the bucket, as Mestis have stumbled a little bit. But she is okay, which is the most important part. So now you've got Heath going to the line for 3. That one is up and good by Heath. They get a 37-21 game. Hogard will check in. Second free throw is up and good.
Hogard returns to the Mingus lineup.
Brock will check out. Three for 3. Alyssa Heath able to knock them all down. 39-21. 5 minutes and 5 seconds left here in the third quarter. Beck checks out. In comes Bunch. And as I mentioned, Hogard coming in on the side for the Marauders, substituting in for Taylor Brock. Lopez top of the key. She had some space and she loses it. Bunch able to recover it. She'll pass it off to Heath. Lopez almost stolen by the Marauders. Castillo swings it around, tipped by Mestis into the hands of Heath. Over to Alyssa Heath. She's going to spot up for 2 and knock it down. Excuse me. Lopez will bring it past half court. 4 minutes, 26 left here in the third quarter. She'll bounce it off to Bach. Bach on the wing, looking for some space. She'll drive in, bounce pass. 3-pointer from Lopez. Off the backboard, no good. So not a bad look at all from Lopez as Claude checks in for her. Castillo will inbound. Almost stolen by the Marauders. Heath will push it up. She'll swing it to Bunch. Bunch had Burgess wide open. She will find her. Burgess for 2 off the backboard, no good. And Mestis almost dribbles it out of bounds, able to hang on to it. Bach will come over to assist. Here comes Dirksen. Dirksen gets it stolen by Heath, and it's a jump ball.
Jump ball. Mohave ball.
Kobe Medora will check in for the Marauders when we have a dead ball, as Heath will dribble it over to the wing. Bounce pass, Castillo, top of the key jumper is good. 21-43. Claw gets called for the travel. Kobe Medora checks in for Hogard. And Castillo will inbound. Mathis waiting to check in, and she will. And she'll sub in for Claw. 21-43, 3 minutes, 27 to go here in the third quarter. Heath will go to the top of the key, looking for something inside. She'll swing it around. Burgess loses it, and turnover Mohave. No, it's Mohave ball. Excuse me, so it may have been poked out by Mingus. Heath will drive in. Right hand floater, no good. Rebounded. Bunch, second chance, no good. And they'll call a foul.
Foul number 24, Kobe Medora.
3 minutes to go here in the third quarter, 21-43. Bella Bunch will shoot her first free throws of the night. Can't get the first one. Again, you can see it there on your screen. 3 minutes and 8 seconds left here in the third quarter. 43-21 our score. Bunch's second free throw is up and good. So that'll be Bella Bunch's first point of the night. Going 1 for 1 on the free throw line. Mathis, bounce pass over to Bach. Bach swings it around to Mathis. Mathis on the wing. She'll drive inside. Bounce pass over to Dirksen. Dirksen spots up. Jumper for 2 is no good. Mathis trying to get the steal. Heath able to pick it up. She'll pass it off. Alyssa Heath, she's got some space. Dirksen's right behind her. And she'll put it up. And the foul gets the 2. And we'll go to the line for one more.
Come on, Mingus.
21-44.
11. Shooting 1.
Pass is good. Foul number 11, Chase Dirksen. Alyssa Heath to the line.
Emily Tipton will check in as Alma Castillo checks out. Free throw is up and good for Alyssa Heath. Mathis will push it up. She's got Mestis wide open on the wing. Mestis going to spot up for 3 and miss it. Rebounded. Medora had a second chance, put it on the floor, and they're going to call a foul. So Medora, the Marauders will inbound right underneath the basket. It'll be a foul on Burgess.
Mingus ball.
Dirksen inside. Medora off the backboard, no good. Mathis second chance. She'll draw the foul, and she'll go to the line to shoot 2. It'll be another foul on Hannah Burgess. Mathis will shoot 2. 21-47 with 2 minutes and 24 to go. First one no good for Mathis. Rodriguez will check in, and Burgess will check out. That one no good. Rebounded. Medora puts it up, and no good. It'll be rebounded by Mohave, and Rodriguez will hang on to it. Oh, Rodriguez went down. She's getting up slowly. So Rodriguez goes down pretty hard. She is walking it off a little bit. You can see a little limp in her step. It seems like she's okay. Rodriguez wincing a little bit on that. Looks like it might be that right ankle. Kind of hard to walk. I'm not going to speculate, but may have rolled it a little bit. So hopefully we'll see Dominique Rodriguez a little later in this game. If not, hopefully when Mohave takes on Coconino on Tuesday, that's their next game. They'll be on the road to take on the Panthers. So hopefully Dominique will get back in the game for that one. But here we go. In this game here tonight, 21-47, 2 minutes, 17 left here in the third quarter. Heath guarded tightly by Mathis. Heath dribbles to the corner, barely gets it off to Tipton. Tipton guarded tightly by Mathis. She'll get it off to Heath. Alyssa Heath at the top of the key, guarded tightly by Mestis. And we'll get a foul. That was Kylie Heath driving in. (21-47) here with 2 minutes to go in the third quarter. He'll inbound it. Heath gonna spot up in the corner, and they'll call late foul. Good second chance there by Bella Bunch. Unfortunately, it will not count. Kobe Medor getting the foul, drawing the foul, committing the foul, excuse me. First free throw is up and good for Alyssa Heath as Lopez checks in for Mestis. Second free throw from Heath is up and good as well. 49-21 as Mathis pushes it up. Lopez now guarded tightly by Heath. Lopez dribbling into traffic. They'll call reach-in foul. Foul will go against the Mohave Thunderbirds. My apologies, I need to use the mute button when I grab water. Sorry about that. Dirksen will inbound it to Lopez. Lopez, she's got some space, driving inside, draws the foul. She'll go to the line to shoot two. Right now, I guess the game plan's got to be damage control and try to limit the points and the opportunities for Mohave and take them, if you're Mingus, as you can to try to cut into this deficit and make a real strong push this fourth quarter. We've got 1:45 left in the third as Lopez goes to the line to shoot two. Air ball, no good on that first free throw. Odell will check in for Mathis as we await Lopez's second free throw. That one is no good. Dirksen, second chance. Nope, it's going to go to Medor. Medor unable to get it off the backboard. Fighting for it. Drawing the jump ball is Kobe Medor, and it will be Marauder basketball. And Coach Ventura will call a timeout. Full timeout on the side of Coach Ventura. When we get out of this timeout, the Marauders will be under the basket, down 49-21 with 1:40 left to go here in the third quarter. Again, I want to thank the law office of Shiloh K. Hogard for sponsoring tonight's basketball game. Law office of Shiloh K. Hogard is the Verde Valley's choice for personal injury cases, representing clients who have been injured by car accidents, defective products, and dog attacks. Been around the Verde Valley for over 15 years, and as I mentioned, is a proud supporter of Mingus Marauder Sports. So thank you to the law office of Shiloh K. Hogard.
Good job, guys.
And that is Emma Hogard's dad. So thank you to Emma's dad, Shiloh, for sponsoring tonight's event. As well as our wrestling match. Want to let everybody know we will be back tomorrow night for boys wrestling as the Marauders take on Cortez High School. That'll be live on Verde Valley TV at 5 p.m. Definitely check that one out. Should be a lot of fun. As the Marauders on wrestling are looking to go 4-0 on the season. It'll be myself and Dave Wilbur, the assistant coach for the Mingus Marauder wrestling team, on the call on that one tomorrow night. 5 o'clock, Verde Valley TV. Boys wrestling as the Marauders look to go 4-0 against Cortez High School. As for the girls basketball team, well, they're looking for win number 1. And they're currently down 49-21 with 1:40 to go. Dirksen takes a dribble. Top of the key, it's lost. Heath recovers it, driving in, layup, draws the foul, unable to get the bucket, but she'll go to the line to shoot 2.
Foul number 22, Rachel Odell. Kylie Heath to the line, shooting 2.
21-49 as Heath will go to the line for a couple free throws. She'll knock down the first one. Do want to remind everybody, we do have a new episode of Off the Bench, Northern Arizona Prep Sports, hosted by yours truly. Got an opportunity to speak with Missy Townsend of Prescott High School, Mike Elder of Northland Prep Academy up in Flagstaff, and Clint McKean of the Mingus Marauders, the wrestling coach. We'll go check that one out. Off the Bench, Verde Valley TV, every Friday morning at 9 a.m. and then played on KVNA at 7 a.m. That's KVNA 104.7 FM. That one's stolen by Heath. Dirksen on the defense. Heath's going to drive in. Left-hand layup, no good. Second chance here, tipped out of bounds. Last touch, it's saved. Jump shot is up and no good. And it will be Mohave basketball, as that one is last touched by the Marauders. 51-21 our score with 1:06 to go in the third quarter. Heath in the corner, drives in, floater is up and good. She'll get that one. 53-21. Under a minute to go here in the third quarter. Lopez will push it past half court. Lopez with the bounce pass. Medor swings it around. Dirksen's going to spot up. Long 2, no good. Rebounded. Medor, second chance, off the glass, no good. Medor again, one more time off the glass, and she'll draw the foul this time. Again, 53-21 here with 36 seconds left here in the third quarter. Kobe Medor will go to the line to shoot 2. John Stabe, our cameraman, getting in the way there. Come on, John. That one no good from Kobe Medor. Second free throw is up and good. So Medor goes 1 for 2 on the line, 22-53 our score. Heath somehow dribbles out of traffic. Marauders trying to take a piece of it, and so far they're unable to. Tipton hands it off. It's going to be Cotter. Cotter swings it around. Bunch will get the foul. So Bella Bunch will go to the line for the 1-and-1 as both teams are in the bonus. It's going to be the fourth foul for Kobe Medor. A few players on the Marauder side in foul trouble. Bella Bunch will go to the line again to shoot a couple free throws. First one is up and good. It is a 1-and-1, so if she makes the first one, she gets another one. 21 seconds left here in the third quarter. The Marauders' next game will be on the road against Prescott on Tuesday, as Mingus will, assuming how this game's going right now, will look to get a win against the Badgers, who just got done playing these Mohave Thunderbirds. Medor on the wing, guarded tightly by Cotter. Medor's going to drive in, try to draw the foul, get no call. It's going to be off the shoe of the Marauders. So now Mohave will inbound. Mingus in that full court press. And 30-second timeout on the side of Mohave.
Keep your players on the court.
So again, 55-22 our score. Both teams in the bonus. 9 seconds to go here in the third quarter. As I mentioned, tomorrow night we will have boys wrestling, as the wrestling team looks to go 4-0 on the season as they take on Cortez High School. Our next Verde Valley TV broadcast of the girls basketball team will be next Friday as the Marauders take on the Coconino Panthers. Coach Cassie Schrader and the Coconino Panthers will travel to take on Paul Ventura and these Mingus Marauders. That'll be next Friday right here on Verde Valley TV. And the Marauders' next scheduled game will be on the road against Prescott on Tuesday. I don't want to be stolen. Here comes Medor. She's got Lopez, almost intercepted by Beck. Good defense by Ari Beck. We got a player down on the floor, and that's Cotter. Oh, Cotter may have hit her head. You never want to see a head injury. And hopefully Kayla Cotter will be all right. She is on the floor right now. She was kind of pointing at her head. Maybe took a fall after the double team by the Mingus Marauders. .22:55 our score here as Kayla Cotter will get looked over. So as I mentioned, Mohave just getting done with a road trip over to Prescott High School. They lost that one 42-34. Mohave was leading at halftime against those Prescott Badgers, and Coach Heath was telling me it just didn't go their way in the second half. But they're doing quite well against these Mingus Marauders, 55-22 with 4 seconds left here in the third quarter. Mojave's next game will be on the road at Coconino on Tuesday. As assumingly so, the Thunderbirds will look to get their, if this game goes the way it's going, they'll look to get their third win of the season. And I just want to give you an update. Kayla Cotter is sitting up, which is a good sign. So hopefully she'll be up on her feet very soon. And she'll get helped up. Cotter will make her way to the bench. Hopefully Kayla Cotter is okay. Hopefully Dominique Rodriguez is okay. Both of them suffering injuries in this game. And I know Coach Heath would love both players back when they take on Coconino on Tuesday, as Castillo will check in for Cotter. 4 seconds left here in the third quarter, 55-22. Both teams with 8 fouls apiece. Kobe Medor will look to inbound. Medor looking for somebody. She's got Lopez on the left. They inbound it quickly. Lopez, pump fake, dribble drive, looking for the floater. Bounces around the rim. No good. Rebounded by Mohave. And that's the end of the third quarter. At the end of 3, 55-22 our score. Only 8 minutes left for Coach Ventura and these Mingus Marauders to put together a comeback and get their first victory of 2021. And a tough game so far for the Marauders. They have not been able to slow down Kylie and Alyssa Heath. And the score is showing why. And Mingus running into some foul trouble. I know Mojave's also ran into some foul trouble. But on the plus side, Kobe Medor playing pretty well. Grabbed a couple boards, playing some good defense. Chase Dirksen has been a nice welcome back addition to this roster. She was not available for the first 2 games of the season, but she's back and ready for this one. A couple players playing well for the Marauders, just got to get a few more points on the board. So we got 8 minutes left here. 55-22. That pass will be inbounded, and Lopez will take it up to the top of the key. Lopez gets the screen from Dirksen. Lopez driving in, barely gets it off to Mestis. Mestis back to Lopez. Lopez, spot up, three-pointer, no good. Meddore's gonna fight for it, try to save it out of bounds, and she will. Nope, they're gonna say she stepped out. Castillo in the corner for three. No good, rebounded by Mestis. She'll push it up 3-on-1. Mestis gets that one poked out, it'll go out of bounds. So a little confusion as to who actually poked it out. Medore looking to inbound it to somebody. She'll get it. Mestis in the corner looking for a three. No good. Second chance, no good. They'll draw the foul, though. So it will be Taylor Brock at the line for the Marauders on that second chance. Brock's first free throw, no good. 22-55 remains our score here. Second one is good, though, for Taylor Brock. 23-55 our score now. Mestis, some good defense. That one goes out of bounds. It'll be back inbounding for the Mohave Thunderbirds. Nope, excuse me, it'll be Marauder ball. Dirksen will inbound for Mingus. 5 minutes, 47 left. Dirksen inbounds it. Lopez has got it on the wing. Guarded tightly by Tipton. Lopez looking for somebody inside. She'll swing it to Mestis. Back to Lopez. Great give and go. Lopez off the layup is good. 55. Castillo had Bunch wide open. Tipton top of the key. And Heath will slow things down. Guarded tightly by Mestis. Brock on the good defensive switch. Brock keeping her hands up, tips it away. She's got Mestis wide open and is unable to hang on to it. They'll say it dribbled out of bounds, and it will be Mohave ball. So Brock doing a good job defensively on the switch off that screen and able to get active hands. Just unable to keep it in bounds. That'll be inbounded. Castillo to Heath, looking inside to Beck. Good tip again by the Marauders' interior defense. That'll be Mestis again. It's a 2-on-1. She's got Medore to her left. Mestis, pump fake off the glass and in. Yasmin Mestis doing a good job defensively and rewards herself with the layup. Castillo inbounds. Mestis intercepts it. Mestis, floater, no good. Second chance, Dirksen, no good. Third opportunity, Dirksen, no good. How about four? Another rebound. They finally get the foul. Dirksen had a chance at the basket, just unable to get it in. It happens. You get a little too excited, you undershoot it. No big deal. She gets to go to the line for two. She'll make it up right here. And there you go. 28-55. Dirksen's second free throw is no good. Medore active hands, unable to hang on to it. Heath will push it up past the center line. 5-on-3 now. Everybody recovers back offensively. We've got both units now. Lopez guarding tightly. Mestis now on the switch. Heath. Heath now back out to Heath again. Driving in, floater. Off the glass, no good. Tipped and almost recovered. Marauders have got it. Lopez gets the bounce pass off, 2-on-1. Here comes Brock. She'll bounce it inside. Mestis pump fake off the glass and in again. 30-55. Mingus unable to get it that time as Mohave pushes it up. Heath guarded tightly by Mestis. Lopez again right there. Good switch. Again, there's a steal. Kobe Medor's got Mestis again. They'll give it to her on the give and go. Mestis pump fakes off the backboard and in. 32-55. And we'll get a full timeout from Paul Ventura. And the Marauders putting something together here. 32-55. Getting some defensive stops, getting some buckets on the fast break. And you can hear Coach Ventura. If you can't hear him clearly, I'll translate for you. He's screaming at the players to get on the ball, not really caring too much about the fouls. He just wants to add pressure to this team. They've got 2 minutes and 30 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. And you can see the pressure is starting to turn into turnovers when they get the ball out of the hands of the Heath sisters. Mingus can take advantage a little bit more and get some turnovers that'll result in points. 32-55 with 2 minutes and 30 seconds left here. I know Yancey DeVore's happy about it. You can see Coach Ventura just keeping things light, but focused. Two minutes and 30 seconds left here in the fourth quarter, 55-32 our score. Mingus turning defense into offense, but the question is it too late for the Marauders to put together a comeback? And there's only one way to find out. Mohave will inbound, full court press on again for the Marauders, and able again to utilize the pressure off defensively to to get turnovers. Castillo gonna force it. It is to Burgess. Burgess swings it around to Heath. Heath at the top of the key. She'll slow it down to burn more time. Coach Ventura again just applying that pressure. They are running out of time. Heath will drive in off the backboard. No good. It is recovered. Brock with the bounce pass to Lopez. Lopez over to Medor. Medor's got Mestis on the wing, but she'll keep going. She'll get it off to Lopez. Lopez now on the left. There's Dirksen right next to her. Swings it around. Top of the key. Two-pointer. No good. Off the hands and almost recovered by the Marauders, but good job by Hannah Burgess. Great pass from Kylie Heath to Alyssa Heath. Big block from Kobe Medor, but it will be a foul. What a nice entry pass from Kylie Heath to Alyssa Heath. Threw it perfectly to her. But great closeout defense by Kobe Medor to draw the foul, take away the bucket, and force Heath to shoot it at the line. Jade Bach will check in.
Foul on number 25, Taylor Brock.
Should have been a foul on 24, Kobe Medor.
Her fifth. Alyssa Heath to the line. 2v2.
That one is good. So Taylor Brock has fouled out when in reality the foul shouldn't even have gone to her. That one no good, almost rebounded by the Marauders, but Mohave doing a good job. Lopez able to poke it away, and she'll draw the foul. And again on the floor. Or are they going to say she stepped out? So they're going to say she stepped out.
Back checks into the Mohave lineup. Mohave ball.
So Castillo will inbound. Inbounds it to Heath. Heath guarded tightly by Bach, and yeah, that will be a foul. Bach just a little too aggressive defensively. You kind of feel bad for Taylor Brock. She unfortunately fouled out when it was a foul on someone else. That's so unfortunate. We'll see Taya Hoke check in. Taya will check in for Lopez. So we'll get Taya Hoke in. Her dad, Troy, is the assistant varsity head coach and the head coach for the JV team. as Heath does not get that second free throw, rebounded by Dirksen. Dirksen will push it up. We got 53 seconds left here, so Mingus will have to get their first win on the road as Dirksen almost passes it to herself. She's able to get the layup, 34-56. It'll be inbounded by Heath. Mestis guarding tightly. They will foul. We've got 41 seconds left here.
Foul on number 5, Yasmin Mestis.
So the Yasmin Mestis will foul out. Claw will check in. And there we go. So Yasmin Mestis doing a good job at the tail end of this fourth quarter, turning turnovers into points. And it's just unfortunate that the Marauders basically ran out of time. And, I mean, you've got two stellar offensive players in Kaylee and Alyssa Heath. As they'll knock down there, well, she won't get the second one, rebounded by Medor. But so Mohave now, as that one is passed up to Bach. Bach off the backboard and in, and the foul. Jade Bach able to get two and will go to the line for one more. So the Marauders will look to get their first win on the season against Prescott on Tuesday. Meanwhile, the Mohave Thunderbirds will look to go 3-1 on the season against Coconino on Tuesday. They'll be on the road, both teams on the road on Tuesday. Bach will go for her and one, and she will not get it. Dirksen fighting for the rebound, off the backboard and in. Chase Dirksen doing a good job being aggressive down low, almost intercepted again. And it will be a foul. They're going to say she pushed. So it'll be two free throws for Heath. .38-57 here. 25 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Our next Verde Valley TV broadcast for girls basketball will be next Friday against the Coconino Panthers as the Panthers travel to take on these Mingus Marauders. You can catch that game right here on Verde Valley TV, as well as all of the home girls basketball games. Want to thank again the law office of Shiloh K. Hogard for sponsoring this season's games. 25 seconds left here. Good rebound by Kobe Medor. Medor takes it past half court. She's got Hoke on the corner. Hoke is going to spot up, take a fadeaway two, no good. Buck at the second chance, no good. Rebounded, and Burgess smacked in the face a little too aggressive from Medor. So that will be a foul now on Medor, and that is going to do it for Kobe Medor. As Mathis will check in. So a tough loss for the Mingus Marauders, but as I mentioned, they will be on the road to take on Prescott on Tuesday and then be back at home on Friday to take on the Coconino Panthers and Cassie Schrader. The new head coach for those Coconino Panthers, Burgess at the line. First free throw is up and no good. Second free throw on the way from Burgess is up and good. 59-38. Claw will push it up. 8 seconds left. She'll swing it around. Dirksen. Dirksen at the top of the key. Passes it off to Claw. Claw fakes the three. Mathis spots up for two and can't get it. Rebounded by Burgess, and that will do it. The Mohave Thunderbirds will move to 2-1 on the season, and the Marauders will look for their third win on the season against Prescott on the road. As I mentioned, the Mingus Marauders will be back home next Friday to take on the Coconino Panthers. You can catch that game right here on Verde Valley TV. So a tough loss for the Mingus Marauders, 59-38, as they look to get their first win on the season on Tuesday on the road against Prescott. We'll be back tomorrow evening with some wrestling as the Mingus Marauder boys wrestling team look to get their fourth win on the season against Cortez High School. You can catch that right here. Start time is 5 o'clock on Verde Valley TV. For our producer Ryan Nichols, for our cameraman Jackie Bessler and John Stabe, I'm Philip Katafamo, wishing you a great rest of your night. Try to stay dry out there as the rain continues here in northern Arizona. We'll see you on Friday for girls basketball and tomorrow evening for boys wrestling. Have a great night, everyone. We'll see you next time.